What it do, Savage Gang? Y'all boys know what's popping. You know what time we on. Y'all boys know how we about to get active. Wait, hold up. I'm missing something. Hold on 1 second. I'll be back. Yeah, my bad. I just had to grab some shit. Alright, now back to what I was saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm topping it up. Yeah, my bad, y'all boys. I ain't been dropping. I had to handle some shit. You know what I'm saying? Take a little time off, but you know, I ain't gonna make no more empty promises, bro. I'm doing this shit consistently. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see where that shit get us from here, man. But everybody that's rocking with me, y'all boys stay rocking with me. It's only up from here, man. I ain't finna much rap. Let's get into this. What is it? Damn, them boys going crazy at Chuck E. Cheese, man. The Chuck E. Cheese Massacre. Oh shit, this bitch sound. Hey, this shit sound wild. I don't know what the fuck we about to get into, but you know what I'm saying? Fuck it, let's get into it. Come on. Let's get into it. Intuition. Y'all boys, come on, let's go hit it. Come on.
Emergency 911. Listen, I have a man who's been shot in my house right here. He came from Chuck E. Cheese.
The Chuck E. Cheese Massacre. He claims there's been a lot of people shot there. Damn. Shit sound crazy.
He claims there's been a lot of people shot there.
Alright. Damn.
On December 14th of 1993, at a Chuck E. Cheese in Aurora.
Bro, why my shit look like y'all see? Look at the top of my shit, bro. That motherfucker bend in for the way you supposed to.
Anyway, Colorado, the nighttime crew was cleaning up and closing down the store. Within a few hours, caution tape and police were everywhere. 4 people were dead, 1 was wounded, and an entire city was left broken and confused.
See, bro, you can't, bro. This is why you gotta stay strapped, bro. Them niggas at Chuck E. Cheese and shit still popped off, bro. Hey, man, I tell everybody, man, bro, even if you can't, bro, go get you some shit. If you don't got no felonies, you don't got shit on your record, bro, go get you that carry concealed permit, bro, and get active. Well, don't get active, but you know what I'm saying. Just be ready in case some shit go down, bro. You don't know when it's finna go down, bro. You can be at the fucking mall and some shit pop off. Just be ready, like what I said.
This is the Chuck E.
This nigga black. It was a black nigga that went. Well, hold up.
Cheese Massacre. Hello, friend, and welcome to High Time Crime. My name's Joel, and on here I specialize in true crime and also calisthenics. I love working out. But today, we're going over the case of Nathan Gerard Dunlap and what he...
This black nigga went crazy, bro. Ain't that some shit? I ain't gonna cap. When I see the title, I ain't expect Jit to be black, but you know, never judge a book by its cover. That's some shit. He's a big lip out. Jit look like a classic light skin, man.
He did at Chuck E. Cheese. You're going to learn about a very twisted individual whose idea of revenge was wicked.
He had to got fired or some shit. It just had to be some shit. I want to hear how this play. I want to hear what the reason for this nigga to do what he did, bro. Cause ain't no fucking way. Gotta be some
For our
crazy
story,
shit.
we're heading to Aurora, Colorado. In 1993, the city had exactly 236,734 people living here. It's a nice area split into a few different counties.
Okay. I want to go to Colorado, but y'all boys know for what reason. I heard they be having that good shit out there. Almost good as California shit.
And I can imagine it's a decent place to live. If you're ever deciding to take a cross-country bicycle trip, well, stopping here wouldn't be a bad thing to do. You could head on down to the Aurora Reservoir.
This nigga voice pissing me off, bro. But yeah.
And go fishing, or just chill on the beach. Maybe enjoy some sun. If you're into animals, you could take a little trip to Chimera Ranch and see some alpacas. I would...
Some what? Alpacas? That's what you call a llama? Hold up. What you said? Alpacas? Alpacas? Alpaca. Oh, that's oh shit. Llama Picasso. But bro, it's a llama. It's a llama. That's all it is.
Adorable. Perhaps you could even become a cowboy at 12 Mile Stables, where you can rent a horse and be the rootinest, tootinest in town. Unless I'm there. But unfortunately, none of those options are the reason as to why we're in the city of Aurora today. Nathan Gerard Dunlap was born on April 8th of 1974 to Carol Dunlap, and his real father's name isn't known. He abandoned Carol and Nathan only a few months after
the classic story, man. What can you say?
Nathan was born, and it wouldn't be long before Carol met a man, if you can call him that, named Jerry Dunlap. Carol and Jerry raised Nathan and his siblings Garland and Ardinia. This household, by all accounts, was incredibly toxic and plagued by mental illness. Carol, the mother, suffered from bipolar disorder, so did her brother and father. She would walk around the house nude and belittle the children, waking them up in the dead of night. She also would move furniture and stay up cleaning for days and take over a dozen baths in a 24-hour period. Sometimes Nathan would wake up
That's what y'all niggas need to do, you dirty fuckers.
early in the morning to find Carol screaming and going crazy, throwing their stuff out on the lawn. When Nathan
I'm talking about the bath, not all the extra fucking shit. Imagine you go out, imagine you open your door, you just see them on butt booty naked. nah, that's some shit, bro. What the fuck, man?
was a baby, she once threw him in the trash. She tried to hurt Nathan's younger brother Garland, and she admitted to hating Ardinia since she was
She don't need no kids, bro. Bro, what was this? Hold up.
born. Carol was institutionalized a few times, and her husband Jerry wasn't any better. He was a 400-pound Baptist minister who physically and mentally abused the children. One time, he actually even beat Nathan inside of a Burger King. Jerry was also abusing Ardinia, Nathan's sister, from the time that she was about 9 till the age of 14. One time, Nathan came downstairs while one of those occurrences was going on, and he saw it. After this, things only got much worse.
Damn.
By the time Nathan got to middle school, he became very depressed and attempted to take himself
Bro, this is why you said, bro, you don't know what the fuck be going on in the nigga life, bro. Damn.
out twice. When he was 14 years old, he attended Overland High School, and Jerry, his stepfather, asked a psychologist at the school to evaluate him. It was found that Nathan revealed signs of hypomania, or a mental and behavioral disorder. Nothing came from this. The next year, at the age of 15, he committed several armed robberies using golf clubs and firearms. He was incarcerated for this and spent time at a juvenile detention center, but due to some kind of episode, he was sent to a psychiatric hospital. Eventually, Nathan was released at about the age of 17, and he began selling drugs and became good friends with a guy named Joshua Carl Wilson, or Carl.
Alright, I mean, I understand where this shit going, but like, the Chuck E. Cheese though, I want to see where, it just sound like a classic, hood story, bro. I need to know, like, yeah, a nigga went through some shit, but what made him shoot up a fucking Chuck E. Cheese, bro? Because you know it had to be a whole bunch of jits in that bitch, bro. So like, even at that, bro, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. This nigga still don't, bro. You killed a jit, bro. Like,
Carl. Together, they would commit a lot of crimes. They robbed a Burger King, got into a ton of fights, robbed a dry cleaner with a golf club.
well, I mean, I don't know. They gonna tell me how much. He probably, for all I know, he probably didn't kill no jits, but you know, nigga, it's Chuck E. Cheese, so.
Robbed a pizza place with some handguns, and I'm sure that there was a bunch of other things as well. One day when Nathan was riding the bus, he met a 15-year-old girl named Tracy Leckman. Her and a few of her friends were riding the bus just for fun to see if they could meet some guys. At one of the stops, she immediately noticed a guy come on, and she was attracted to him. His name was Nathan Dunlap, and somehow they managed to hit it off. The two of them then began dating, and this was Tracy's first boyfriend. They would spend hours just fooling around and watching TV, specifically Beavis and Butthead, and also play wrestling. Even though there was a questionable age gap, Tracy was now 16 and Nathan was 19. Tracy's family didn't really...
What? Jit a weirdo, never mind. Fuck that nigga, he can die. You can still, bro, that nigga can just burn in hell. How the fuck this shit ended?
Care though. The year was now 1993, and in May, Nathan began working as a cook at the Chuck E. Cheese that was located in Aurora. His brother, who we don't know much, if anything about, Garland, also worked there. Within 2 months, in July, Nathan got into an argument with the kitchen manager about work hours and also not being a very good worker. Nathan was then fired, and from this point forward, he was not going to stop being a nuisance until he got his revenge. He'd oftentimes visit the restaurant and would appear to be cool with his coworkers and brother. But he would also turn on a dark side while he was there and talk about the manager who fired him and about how he wanted to get him. About 5 months after Nathan was fired from Chuck E. Cheese's, he would finally snap.
Oh, they fired him and the nigga went back and that fuck out. Makes sense. Wrong place, wrong time. Bro, how much people did he kill? That bitch saying Massacare, so he had to kill a couple.
On Tuesday, December 14th of 1993, Nathan was playing basketball with a group of friends when he decided that today was the day he was going to rob Chuck E. Cheese's, and not only rob them, but kill everyone inside. So that night,
even no witnesses. Nah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up, but this shit is fucked up, bro. That nigga went to Chuck E. Cheese and said he was gonna murk everybody that's in there. And we all know who the fuck be at Chuck E. Cheese, bro. It literally be straight jits. Yeah, you got the niggas that work there, but that nigga said he gonna murk everybody that's in there. That's why I said, bro, you got a strap, you keep that bitch on you all the time, bro. You get your carry concealed permit and you get active. When I say get active, don't be out there shooting at everything, bro. If your life is in danger, you gotta do what you gotta do.
a little bit before 9 p.m., Nathan went to the restaurant carrying a small handgun. He ordered a sandwich and decided to sit at a table near the front of the restaurant. A bit of time would pass, and he would then play some video games, specifically a shooter game. He talked to a former coworker of his who had just finished their shift, and he also called his girlfriend. After talking to the employee, though, Nathan found out that his old manager wasn't working that night. This wasn't going to stop him or sway his decisions, however, for whatever reason. His vengeance that he was attempting
So the nigga that he wanted wasn't there. He still went in and
to take was driven by a particular individual, the kitchen manager. So why he did what he's about to do next is certainly a mystery. A bit after 9:50 p.m., Nathan
this nigga, bro, mystery. Shut the fuck up.
went and hid inside of the bathroom and waited until Chuck E. Cheese closed at 10. Meanwhile, the workers who were closing down the restaurant had no idea what was about to
Wait, hold on. So he waited for this shit to close.
happen. The nighttime manager who was working was a 50-year-old woman named Margaret Kohlberg. Close to 10 p.m. this particular night, a family birthday party stayed a bit late, and so they were all just leaving. Margaret had went to her office to start tallying up the receipts from the night and she was getting ready to go home to her 2 children. This was her first night working alone as a manager, and so she was a bit excited about this. Sylvia Crow was there that night, and she was a 19-year-old who was working full-time at Chuck E. Cheese and also going to college at Metro State, where she was studying psychology. Her best friend, Jennifer Wood, used to work with her at Chuck E. Cheese, and she's actually the reason that Sylvia got the job. They hired her the same day that she applied, and that was only a few months before. Sylvia was using the money she was making to pay off her car. A high school junior named Ben Grant, who was 17.
Bro, he keep naming these niggas, bro, and I know for a fact, because the way he's saying it, I know these niggas died, bro.
Just started vacuuming to clean up the floor. He was a wrestler and a smart and good person. Another 17-year-old named Colleen O'Connor was a sweet girl who was super excited because just a few hours before, she had a phone call with her parents. Well, they told her that they were getting her a car. So I can only imagine what she was feeling. Outside, smoking a cigarette, was a 20-year-old named Bobby Stevens. He was working a double.
Cut. This is just like a regular day at work. Nigga come in and just gotta be on your P's and Q's, man. This was back then. Now it's worse, nigga. So
And wasn't supposed to work during the night. He just picked up a shift. Bobby was the father to a 7-month-old baby, and he decided to get a job at Chuck E. Cheese to help with income, and because Christmas was about to be there. He started working at Chuck E. Cheese 2 weeks before. None of them had any idea of what kind of evil lay await in the bathroom. While the crew was cleaning up and the manager was in the office, the animatronics were still going, creepily singing their happy little songs. But what's about to happen next is the complete opposite of what you expect to happen at a Chuck E. Cheese. Nathan was in the bathroom, looking in the mirror, psyching himself up, getting ready to take action. He walked out the door at 10:05 p.m., and the first person that he saw was Sylvia Crow. She was cleaning the salad bar, and Nathan shot her in the head. She survived this initial shooting, though very badly wounded. We'll talk about that here in a moment. Then Nathan saw Ben Grant, who was vacuuming, and he too, like Sylvia, was shot in the head. Colleen O'Connor saw all of this happening and just stood there frozen. She was so afraid and didn't know what to do. And so, as
I ain't gonna cap. We stay in the hood. You hear a gunshot go off, nigga, you ducking high, bro. You're not going. Oh my god.
Nathan was walking up to her, she got down on her knees, put her hands together, and begged for her life.
Damn.
Nathan shot her in the top of the head, killing her instantly. Bobby had just gotten back inside from his smoke break and heard the gunshots, but thought that it was children outside popping balloons. He was loading the dishwasher with some utensils, and as he turned around to grab something, he saw Nathan Dunlap walking through the kitchen door. Immediately, Bobby knew he was in trouble, and he said, "Oh, as Nathan raised the gun up and shot him. Bobby was hit in the jaw, then he fell to the ground, but he didn't die. He decided to play dead. He held as still as he could, thinking that this was the end of him, that Nathan was going to shoot him again. To his surprise, Nathan didn't, and he just walked right past him. He continued and eventually entered the office of Margaret Kohlberg, who was oblivious to what was going on. Nathan forced her to unlock the safe, and after she did that, he shot her in the ear. While he was getting the cash together, he noticed that Margaret was still moving, and so he shot her in the other ear, killing her. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, Bobby had just came to from what occurred.
This nigga ruthless. He said, "Bop, bop, bop, bop." Damn. He just walking in and dropping niggas. That's some shit.
And covered.
Like, bro, imagine if that was one of your people's at work, bro, and that shit happened, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Covered in blood, he stumbled through the dining room and made his way out one of the side doors. An alarm went off, but he ran as fast as he could.
You gonna see me on this shit about what I did to that nigga that did that.
To a nearby patio light that he saw. He told the homeowner that there was a tragedy at Chuck E. Cheese and to call 911, and the homeowner did just that. Nathan, on the other hand, left through the front door of the Chuck E. Cheese feeling great. He stole $1,600, Chuck E. Cheese keychains, and some arcade game tokens. I don't know.
That man did all that for $1,600.
Why he would think that he would need those. But anyway, he left and then went to his good buddy Carl Wilson's house and told him all about what happened. Then Nathan started counting the money, asking Carl if he would give him an alibi. Nathan's girlfriend, Tracy, said that he called her and said he was at the Chuck E. Cheese where he was fired from, playing some video games. Eventually, he'd arrive to her house and tell her what happened, and they'd go on to have... Nathan's mother, Carol, had heard about what occurred and went to the...
That girl said, "Oh my God, you kill all them people?" Shit, her little... Oh my God, bro. Bro, like, this is who police need to shoot, bro. They shooting all the wrong niggas, bro.
Scene along with a bunch of other concerned parents. She began comforting Colleen O'Connor's mother and had absolutely zero idea that one of her sons was the one responsible. Investigators had talked to Bobby and figured out that it was Nathan Dunlap who did it 100%. Bobby was aware of what was happening and could pinpoint exactly who it was. So with this in mind, the police decided to talk to Carol Dunlap at the scene of the crime. She thought that there was no way that Nathan could do such a thing, and that if they think he did, she can call him to get things taken care of. So Carol paged him and told him that he needs to get home right away to talk to the police. Nathan didn't go right away though, and instead he decided to wash his hands with some peroxide and take a shower. He asked his girlfriend, Tracy, if she can hide the clothes and gun, to which she did, and she hid them behind her grandparents' shed just up the road. Nathan also put about $700 underneath of the freezer. He then left Tracy's house and went back to his house where the police questioned him, swabbed his hands for gunshot residue, and took his clothing in for evidence. Nathan left his house early the next morning and went to another friend's house named Charles Waters. Charles showed him what was going on at the local Chuck E. Cheese.
That is a fucking clown. Look at this shit. This is a fucking clown ass nigga, bro.
To which Nathan replied that it was him who did it. Charles also said that Nathan said another friend was with him when he committed the robbery and killed the employees, but that friend wasn't ever arrested or charged.
As hard as life get, bro, it never got to the point where I wanted to... I mean, I thought about it, but bro, to go out there and really fucking shoot, bro, a nigga that has, I mean, the nigga that he wanted wasn't even there, bro. The nigga that he wanted wasn't even there, and he still decided to go and shoot this bitch up and kill all them niggas. All them niggas that got that, every single person that he named, they had a whole different shit going on in their life. Some niggas just starting their life, some niggas, bro. Into that shit is wild, bro. Just like that. You can be chilling right now, and then you get some news. Oh, blah 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 blah. Oh, your mom got hit up at the grocery store. Like nigga, they come to your door, knock. The police come to your door and knock on that shit. If y'all niggas never got the news, I'm tell you, the police, they come on your door, they knock on your shit, and they tell you like blah 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 got killed. You know how you feel in that situation, bro. In that moment, you just there, like, you just stuck, like, damn, like, you don't know what the fuck to say. But you know, it never got to the point where it's like, well, you want to do some shit like this, bro.
Or named, and I'm just curious as to why.
Nigga just an evil ass nigga, bro.
Meanwhile, like I said a bit earlier, Sylvia was still alive and rushed to the hospital. Unfortunately, she wouldn't make it and was taken off of life support a little after 9 a.m. on December 15th of 1993. 8 days later, on December 23rd, Nathan Dunlap was officially charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder. Because of the heinousness of his crimes, the prosecutors were looking for the death penalty. Nathan's mother, Carol, talked to the news after learning that he was charged, and this is what she had to say.
That nigga need firing squad. I know they said, oh, they give life to niggas so they can live out the rest of their life in prison and live through the turn. Nah, nigga, some niggas just need to get taken the fuck out right then and there, bro. Nah, I don't give a fuck.
I want the victims' families to know that I am in as much pain, if not more, and I want them to understand what I mean by that my son is accused of committing 4 brutal murders, and I have to deal with the rumors and innuendos. They're in my prayers, and I hope we're in theirs. Wow, that is cold. Nearly 3 years later, in 1996, the trial would begin, and it was going to be very troublesome. Nathan attempted to escape from jail, got tattoos in jail, one a smoking gun that says by all means necessary, and one a crazy horse, which is the name he went by in jail, and he also threatened a witness. The witness he threatened was a jailmate who Nathan decided to spill the beans to. The way they found out that it was Nathan threatening this witness is because one of the letters that was written was signed by Crazy Horse, or Nathan's moniker. On May 17th, the jury took about 3.5 hours to come to a verdict, and that was finding the defendant guilty of murder in the first degree. Nathan was given 4 death sentences, one for each person, and was also given a heaping load of other charges. The judge set his execution date for August of 2013. Nathan's girlfriend, Tracy, and her mother were both charged as accessories to the crime. I'm not sure how long Tracy's mother did, but Tracy...
This bitch need to get the fuck up out of here too, bro. Bro, what she got?
He spent 5 years in jail.
5 years? Was she scared of the nigga? She probably told some cap ass shit, bro.
And got out. A few years ago, she went on a podcast talking about her life and what happened after. Also, in June of 2022, a Tracy Leckman, who lives in Littleton, Colorado, was shot in a robbery. She survived, and there's a GoFundMe, and I'm not sure if it's the same Tracy, but it appears to be, and that's just a bit ironic. And if you're currently wondering, well, did Nathan Dunlap get executed in August of 2013? Well, no. That's
What the fuck? Wait.
Because in May of 2013, Nathan submitted a petition for clemency to the governor of Colorado of that time, John Hickenlooper, with a video stating that he was sorry and bipolar. Since the initial trial, there were numerous tests done concerning Nathan's mental health. On May 1st, the judge of the case, a guy named William Sylvester, announced that Nathan's execution date would be in mid-August of 2013. But on May 22nd of the same year, the governor, John Hickenlooper, decided against executing Nathan or granting him clemency, and decided instead to sign a temporary reprieve. This meant that as long as John Hickenlooper was governor, Nathan Dunlap was not going to be executed. Then a guy named Jared Polis ran for governor in 2018 and said during his campaign that he intended to sign a bill that repealed the death penalty. Jared Polis ended up winning and becoming governor, and he didn't lie. On March 23rd of 2020, he signed a bill that repealed the death penalty. Nathan Dunlap was no longer going to be executed. This left the families of his victims furious, and I can only imagine. This wasn't...
Fuck it, I get done my damn... Hey, if I was one of them jets, bro, I ain't gonna count. That nigga would have got what's coming to him either way, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, but hey.
Absolutely sickening crime that occurred for no reason at all. The manager, who Nathan had a problem with, wasn't even working that night, but he decided to go through with it regardless.
And this nigga not
He
getting...
didn't care about anyone or human life itself, and you can clearly see that in the interview that he did.
Does it bother you that they're dead, Nathan? Why?
And they didn't kill this nigga, bro. Y'all see this bullshit. I don't give a fuck if he's black. Bro, look at what this nigga just did. And they didn't kill him. But if I was any one of them... Hey, man, y'all, hey, I ain't gonna say too much, but hey. Hey.
I guess, because for me, death ain't nothing. I'm not afraid of death.
So why the fuck did you appeal it then? Bitch just died.
And you didn't take the time to think that their life was something.
Important to somebody else, right?
And Colleen saw you coming.
Yeah, I don't understand why she sat there and watched. I was expecting her to run, but she didn't run. That's why I turned around so quick. But she didn't run. She stayed right there and just watched.
And what happened if she had run?
I would have shot her.
Did you ever have eye contact with Colleen?
Oh, yeah. That's what brought me kind of down.
Did Colleen say anything?
She's like, no. She shook her hand like, no.
But she did say no.
I don't want to watch this shit no more, bro. This shit pissing me off. What the fuck, bro? This nigga talking about all this bullshit, and listen to what the fuck he's saying, and they let this nigga live, bro.
And she didn't beg for a life or nothing like that.
What if she had, Nathan?
When she said no, she sort of begged, you know. She sort of begged. And it pissed me off.
Man, you pissing me the fuck off, man. Fuck this shit, bro. Man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all boys. They gonna make me, they wanna make me go do some shit to this nigga, man. But all that being said, man, y'all boys know I fuck with y'all. Y'all boys go tap in with KINGKITTA, man. I'm back and I'm going. I'm on the grind now. If it ain't a grind, it's a waste of time, man. Y'all stay savage, stay fucking these bitches, stay making money. Savage KINGKITTA out, man. I'm out of here.